Am I ripping off the sexy holographic intro yet again? Yes, I am. And this time, I'm ripping it off for the Electric Holos Collection. Ooh, such bright, fun colors. Oh no, oh no, okay, you go right here with the rest of them. Yeah, the rest of the pretty shiny hollow boxes, yeah. Welcome back to Ruby on Nails, and let's jump into this review. For all of my swatches today, I'm going to be using Holotaco's Peely Basecoat because I want to get these off my nails so I can try the next one immediately. Now, I don't know about you, but I was super excited for every single one of these polishes. The linear formula is one of my favorite from Holotaco, and all of these colors have not been seen by this brand, so let's jump into it with full charge. If you're new to me or if you're new to the channel, you might not be aware, but this is my favorite type of green. It is this radioactive, bright lime green that I just enjoy so much, especially when there is some sort of effect like we have here. Unfortunately, my camera is too crap to pick up the true richness and brightness of full charge. However, let me paint you this picture. This polish should be used for every single radioactive warning sign because you could see this crap from miles away. The plus side is you would only need 2 coats to fully cover every single one of those signs. You also only need 2 coats to fully cover your nails, but if your nails are a little bit shorter than mine, you might be able to get away with 1. And if they're less yellow, my nails are very yellow at the moment, but 2 coats and you get full opacity. It's great. And for all of my swatches today, I'm going to be using Seche's Dry Fast Topcoat, and here it is in studio lighting and also in iPhone flash because I was not getting the holo as much as I wanted with regular studio lighting. So a little extra sneaky peeky for you. Moving right along at an electrified speed, we have Circuit Breaker, which is my new favorite linear silver holo. This stuff was super opaque, super hollowy, and yeah, I will be throwing out every other silver linear holo I own because I usually need 3 to 4 coats on my longer nails, but this stuff just took 2 and I love it for that. Although this highly anticipated shade looks a little patchy in this first coat, that second coat really brings all of the holos together and creates a very opaque look, and for nails as orange as mine right now, that is impressive. Even though when I heard that the concept of this box was going to be electric and kind of 80s, 90s themed, I wasn't expecting a silver shade. However, now that I have it and I see the collection as a whole, I can really understand why this silver holo was included. Circuit Breaker is easily just as eye-catching as these other super bright neon linear holos and can really hold its own in a flash or in sunlight. Now let's move on to my most highly anticipated Holotaco polish, Blackout. It is that black linear holo that we have been waiting for, and this time instead of a gray base, it has a purple base, which is my biggest issue with all other black linear polishes. A purple base is just going to look so much deeper and darker than a gray base, especially when you're in indirect lighting. And this polish is just amazing. It performs awesomely. Honestly, I personally could get away with 1 coat. However, I put 2 coats just to see what it looked like in this video. But this polish was awesome, and I am so happy that I have a super dark black holo. Blackout was also super nice to use for nail art, which you'll see in the second half of this video, but I've also had some time to play around with it outside of this video, which you'll see in my Instagram post coming, I don't know when. But it works awesome for all sorts of nail art, and I would definitely suggest it if this is something you need in your collection or kit. When I first heard that Holotaco was coming out with yet another blue, I was a little concerned that we'd have so many blues in the linear formula. However, Hydropower really holds its own. It is that beautiful, bright neon blue that so many of us have dreamed of, and I'm excited to say that this is another, I think, long-term favorite polish of mine. This polish performed amazingly, was opaque in 2 coats, but also looked incredibly stunning in direct and indirect sunlight. If I'm not wearing nail art, I like to have colors or effect polishes that look amazing in both indoor and outdoor lighting. I don't want to have to fuss around or constantly be turning on my phone flash to enjoy the polish. This was another shade that I thought particularly performed well when I was doing nail art, especially when I was doing some gradients. I did a gradient with this polish in this video, but I've also done a couple outside of this video, and it worked great. Last but definitely not least is Hot Wire Pink, which is yet another Holotaco pink, and I'm in love. I love this super bright Malibu Barbie pink linear holo. It is blinding, it is super opaque, and you can see it from a mile away. And now that it's summer, I like to wear these super bright polishes, and much like a dart frog, I like to signal with them that you should stay far, far away from me. This was a polish that I was super surprised was very opaque in one coat, but that second coat really just brought every single holo particle to life. Like, I'm just now doing the second coat, and you might have forgotten I was still on the first one while I made that super amazing amphibian joke. This polish speaks so well for itself that I'm just gonna stop talking and you can enjoy this footage. Well, I can't shut up for that long because this is Morgan's selfish time, and I need to keep talking, so let's move on to nail art. The first step to this nail art look is going to be a gradient, so I'm going to make sure that I apply my lightest color, in this case it is Circuit Breaker, to the entirety of my nail, just to make sure that that light color shows up after the gradient. We want to make sure that every color has a little moment on our nails, and don't you worry, I'm going to fit every single polish on my nail. Because I'm a witch! And I'm applying 2 coats because I want to make sure that my base has a nice opacity to it. Next up, I'm going to be applying Holotaco's protective peel because I don't want to deal with the mess and dry my skin and nails out with acetone. So I'm just going to apply a generous amount of this so I can just peel away any mistakes I may make. I am about to run out, so do let me know what your favorite liquid latex is in the comments down below. I did not sync up these videos before I slapped them in here. These are the polishes I'm going to use for my gradient, and this is the makeup sponge that I use. I get mine from Target. They're great, they're cheap, and here's the order that I'm going to be doing it in. Once you have your colors slapped onto your sponge, not too much by the way, you don't want to oversaturate it, I'm going to go ahead and place that first coating. And as you can see, it's surprisingly visible, because these polishes are that opaque. However, I'm going to do a second coat and I'm going to call it good after that because, again, these are opaque polishes and they just look that damn good. And no worries, we're going to apply a quick dry top coat because that's when you're going to see all those beautiful linear holos sparkle right through. You just need to add a little bit of shine to the top because the sponge soaks up any excess suspension base, which usually has a color to it. And just like that, you have a beautiful, perfect gradient. You could stop here, but I'm not because I've got one more polish and I promised you that I'd use all of them. So I'm going to move on and use What's Up Nails thin striping vinyls. You could use tiny pieces of tape, but I am too lazy to do that. I'm going to go ahead and place one end at the very center of my cuticle, and then I'm going to use the corner of my nail to kind of shape and guide that triangle. And as you can see, I messed that up, so do better than me. Once your vinyls are in place, just make sure that they are firmly laid down or we'll end up with some flooding when we apply polish. And I'm just going to go straight in from the bottle to apply the majority of electrostatic. However, for those teeny tiny corners by my cuticle, I'm going to go in with a teeny tiny brush. Now that we are coming to the end of this video, I really just want to give a glowing review to this entire collection. Every single polish performed amazingly, was super opaque, and just had an amazing holographic effect. I Cannot get enough of these polishes, and if you've never bought any of the linear holos, I would maybe suggest this collection as your first dip into the holo universe. This collection or the OG Rainbow collection by Holotaco. Those polishes performed amazingly and these ones performed amazingly, and I think you get a little bit more of a variety with this collection. And with that totally unbiased review, I will leave you with if you like this video, and if you like my videos, make sure to subscribe. I'm trying to hit 1,000 followers by my 1-year anniversary because I have a kick-ass giveaway plan, and I want to get that rolling. So if you can, share this video with a friend, a family member, or a fellow nail polish enthusiast. I'll see you next week. Bye!